Welcome everybody, as tractorchute here for round 2, where we're going to get ourselves a little bit of a Z versus Z. In the lower right hand corner, it is IMByuL being played by the red Zerg. In the upper left hand corner, it is his opponent being played by the blue Zerg. It is OhStanford. Wow, what a hell of a name. We'll take a little boo of ZVZ and a cross-spawning map so everybody knows where everybody's spawning on this baby. Should be a half-decent one there. Like I say, I'm trying to wind myself up for a challenge to make. Like I say, it'll either be a challenge for completion by Christmas or maybe a one-week challenge. I'm not too sure. We'll figure it out as we go here, though. Both these guys are going to get the nice expansion going, or expansion, going to get the nice scout going. We do have the drone heading out for our good man of IMByuL. And our good old Overlord heading out for the good OhStanford. So he will make themselves their way across the map there. There's also an Overlord for IMByuL. He's going to do the exact same thing. And we'll soon find out. Are we going to drop a little 6-pool? We're going to drop a little cheese. Nobody looking the cheese. So we're going to get a pretty standard hatch first map out of both these guys by the looks of it early in this game. And yeah, that should pretty much be it. The last game, if you haven't seen it, go back and watch it there. Frost vs. Vapor, that was one hell of a game. One of the better games I have seen. Wasn't too shabby, I will say that much. Does get himself right in the mineral line. Has one drone that is trying to chase him around here just to get him out of there. So, a little bit of back and forth happening to start this game with a little drone action. And there we go. This should be the hatch first drone we have been waiting for. He's heading himself over there. That's exactly what's going to happen. A little bit behind his opponent of OhStanford, as he does get his hatchery down a little bit earlier. Take a look at our good old APM tab. Wowzer! IMByuL likes to move that mouse and click that keyboard. OhStanford, he just likes to kick back. You know, probably drinking a beer every now and then there. Oh, there we go. Now he's starting to move that mouse. Not too shabby. Click that. Press those buttons. Whatever it takes to get that APM up there, I guess. I'll take a good look at the good old proto tab. There's the spawning pools, basically same timing. So it should be a pretty standard opening out of both these guys. And then we'll soon find out what kind of tech both these guys want to end up getting into here, which will determine who is going to be the winner, combined with the great micro skill I expect out of this. These are two gold players. It is going to be a gold medal game of the day here, folks. Might be the last one. Might get one more. We'll soon find out here. Depends how I feel after this here. Don't have much to do today, like I mentioned earlier in the other video there. It'll be a pretty quiet day for me, so might end up doing quite a bit of casting. Keep you guys entertained, get you going into the weekend here. We are getting closer to Christmas, and once again, I do wish you all a very Merry Christmas season here, and hopefully you guys all have a good Christmas. Hopefully you guys are all going to see family. If you're not, I hope you enjoy it with your own family, or if you're having it by yourself, well, I still hope you have a good time there with friends. So we'll just kind of kick it back for a little bit here until something does end up happening on this map. Overlords both getting vision wherever they do choose to do so. Both these guys pretty much mirror images of each other early in this game. Not looking too shabby. They actually had a big announcement there for any UFC fan out there. Will be Bones Jones versus Glover Texiera happening in March. Should look pretty good. Texiera, I think he's on a 14-fight winning streak, 5 of them in the UFC, I do believe. So he is looking very good. Could be scary. He's had a couple fights that were supposed to happen throughout there where his opponent had to pull out. One against Rampage, where he did end up actually fighting Rampage later on and ended up beating him. And another one versus Vader, but he did end up getting that fight to happen later on and ended up beating him as well, I do believe. So yeah, Texiera could be scary for Bones Jones, who to most is, or to some anyways, is ranked almost #1 in the world. Like, Bones Jones is one scary mofo, I will say that much. Do have one dog just kind of making itself around the map. God, those things look funny when they move, you know? I don't know, that just looks funny to me. I don't know if it doesn't look natural or it just looks kind of weird. I think it's because his legs are so short. He's got these great big claws up front. It looks kind of funny. But both these guys just kind of kicking it. A few dogs just kind of moving back and forth here. More or less getting some scouting on the opponent's base. Kind of seeing where the opponent sits. And there we are, going to a standard dog / baneling build to start off by both these guys here. So both these guys pretty much mirror images, like I say. I also have the metabolic boost about to finish at the exact same time for each of them. If I can give the advantage to any of them, I would say it is nothing. I would say they're both even, which I do expect. I mean, they're both gold. We'll get an Overlord kill, so very good job there. Yes! Success for IMByuL getting that Overlord kill there, so we'll say that gives him advantage +1 for him here to start this off. Actually, I might do some StarCraft today. I might actually end up playing some. That or Diablo 3, like I said. I play a lot of Diablo 3. Diablo 3 is one of those games I'll pick up and play at any point in time. StarCraft, I got to be in the mood, you know. Diablo is one of those, you know, Diablo is more of a just, click, click, press one to four buttons on your keyboard there. You know, it pretty much, it's more of a lottery. I've found that they've turned Diablo into. Diablo's always kind of been a lottery game. You're looking for the coolest items out there. But with the newer one, they are shutting down the money auction house, which is great, finally. That thing was a big waste. You know, I kind of seen the idea they were going for. It's just you can't do it with the society we have and people that get in there and they, you know, that's all they do is mine, and, you know, just freaking farm all the time. That's all they do is sell to make money. You know, it kind of took away from the actual game of Diablo 3. It took the enjoyment out, I think. You know, I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of got away from the roots of what Diablo 3. Diablo 3 was a great dungeon crawler game there where you're going out, you're trying to get the coolest items, you know, trying to get your guy to look the best. You're trying to get him to be able to kill other players on there. You know, I just don't know. That money auction house, it did a lot of damage to Diablo's reputation, I think, and really turned a lot of fans off it. Not me, though. I still enjoy it. Like I say, I'm not well the one to complain about the games. I'm like, whatever. It is what it is. I continued to play it. You know, I have a pretty good guy. He's not by no means top end. I think he does 70-some-odd thousand damage. I can play him on MP5 and get through the game fairly good. And that's my Demon Hunter. I have level 60 to every single character. I have a level 60 of everyone with a certain Paragon level on each one. I think I'm Paragon 25 on my Demon Hunter, so he's not looking too shabby. But anyways, back to the game here. That's enough of Diablo 3. OhStanford here, he's decided to get into the type of roach build. Our opponent in the meantime there, we can see the Spire is coming out for IMByuL, so he's looking to get himself into some mutas. In the meantime there, it does look like we end up killing off an extractor, which did try to land over here to try and scout that expansion. IMByuL does choose to expand there right after killing that, so very good job there. And take a look at the unit tab there. We do have 3 banelings to 2 banelings, 6 roaches for OhStanford, 5 dogs. Also have a changeling on the map here. That changeling, oh, sneaky, kicking himself in there with the banelings. Nice. Looks like he belongs. He's just kind of following, sniffing his ass there. He's like, yeah, nobody will detect me. It's like the gays are and sneaking in there. Come on, guys, look at him. There he is. That's him sniffing ass. Nope, nobody sees him. He's like, IMByuL's like, that's normal. I always have a dog that sniffs the baneling ass. We'll just leave him there. So he's going to move himself across the map here. He's going to go right up to the top there, right to the expansion that he just took on the other end there, and he does scout it right away. Very good. So we'll actually end up getting a hatchery kill here, at least a cancel on it. Yes, it is. There goes the cancel. So very good job. And we'll do this. Man! Look at that baneling kill. I was going to say, man! You know what happened last night there? My team was playing. I'm a big Colorado Avalanche fan. I'm a huge sports fan, if I haven't mentioned that. So we were playing Edmonton last night. I'm thinking, you know, this should be pretty good. Colorado's one of the best teams in the league right now. Well, best is in, I think they're 8th or something in the entire league. But they got a pretty good win-loss record. I think they're something like 19-7 or something like that. But yeah, got our arses handed to us by Edmonton there, 8-2. I was like, whew. You know, that's the thing. Teams that are good are consistently good and don't have the games like that. You know, they might have a 4-1 loss or this and that. When you go 8-2, it just shows the inconsistency. It's like, wow, you know, you're that good. You shouldn't be losing by that much in any game, you know. If you're going to take a loss, you know, you don't allow 8 goals in it. Oh, wow, that's a lot of roaches. This could actually be a lot of trouble for IMByuL. Look at him moving in here. He does have a lot of dogs, but at the same time, roaches are going to eat those dogs up, and that's exactly what they're doing there. He's pushing hard. At the same time, he does have the mutas up there, so that will definitely help him out, but at the same time, he doesn't have enough mutas because they're going to end up knocking this hatchery down here. So, oh, there you go. Yeah, you might want to finish that. Very good job. So, does end up killing that off there, and will retreat. He has also rebuilt himself up here. So he has that expansion going. So he will be up 1 expansion once that does end up finishing here. And those mutas are going to continue to chase those roaches over here. All he really has to fend it off is spore callers and queens. So not a lot, but actually has hydras on the map. So bite my tongue. Does have a little bit of a counter happening here. So very good move there. And we also have a few dogs. They were kind of moving up there. Did realize that the army is moving now. So they do choose to retreat, which is probably a good move. And look at that. The hydras are going to try and push their way in there with the 1-1 on the upgrades. Mutas in the meantime there, they have no upgrades at this point in time. And there's the dogs over there. What is he sitting at? He is sitting at 1-0 for upgrades. As the overlords, or the overseer over here, sorry. So he will be able to see where those roaches are, and the roaches are just kind of hanging out. just kind of visiting with the Overseer. I'm not entirely sure, but does move the Overseer out a little bit here. So as the Roach is kind of hiding in the background, maybe ready to spring an attack if he does choose to try and take this expansion over here. Lots of Hydras have hit the map. Walls are not looking too shabby now. Has himself up to 14 Hydras total. In the meantime there, we do have 10 Mutas on the other end, but also have ourselves with the 11 Roaches. So Mutas will do a little bit of map control in the middle here, make sure they know exactly what's going on, make sure they do not get caught out of position. That is 19 Roaches for this man. Walzer Roach Hydra build is going to be his choice. The counter to it, it doesn't look like it's going to be heavy Muta by no means here, as he still only has 10 Mutas on the field. But in the meantime there, has he elected to get into Hive? No, he is going to stick with layer technology for now. He is getting the upgrades to get some more speed going for him off the creep, so very good job there. It does look like the Mutas are ready to try and sneak in there. Oh, that is not going to work so well, as there is a lot of Hydra sitting over here. But might get a Queen kill here. Oh god, that's a Baneling kill it looks like here. And we'll go to work on the Queen there. Hydras are moving in there, so we'll move himself over to the main base here and see if he can get in there, maybe sneak in for some damage, but he does have a Spore Caller over there at the same time. So might as well stay in the safe zone for now while I take a drink of my energy drink. Thank you, IMByuL. Gave me just enough time there, as he is going to move himself back in there, trying to give himself a few more kills. Wants to take out those Spore Cars before they do get hatched here. At the same time, those Hydralisks are coming back over here. Actually doesn't end up killing all of them. Oh, no! No! Lost 3 Mutas there. That kind of sucked, and I don't think he took anything out. Took a few drones out, but either way there, that did not work out for his favor. But in the meantime there, we are pushing forward here. It is Roach on Roach / Hydra. Wowzer, he does actually go to Roach Hydra, so both these guys are going to go to Roach Hydra here. So it should be fairly even. It's going to depend who's got the better macro game at this point, I guess, if you are both going to go the exact same build. And he will continue to chase them out of there and does retreat back to his creep. So very good move there. And we are going to bring those Hydras in here, which will definitely be able to support the OhStanford army. So very good move there. And he is going to park himself right in the middle of the map. In the meantime there, these Mutas are kind of going to make their way back over there as well to make sure they can keep that guarded off. And the Hydralisks are going to move up to the front line. And the Roaches are just going to kind of hang back and say, yep, you go try it. So they are going to do it. So he's going to go in here. He's actually going to take out an Overlord here. And now the Roaches have decided they better help that army out. And they are ready to position themselves there to try and get themselves into a very good position here, which will probably be along this side. It does look like here. At the same time, that entire army is sitting out here. They're hanging out in the back of the base, kind of trying to keep themselves hidden. And it is push time. Nope, didn't like what he's seen. So he's going to retreat out of there, so probably a pretty good move for him there, as both of you guys have fairly even armies. It would probably be pretty much a trade-off if you ask me. And there we go, 2 upgrades. Wow, he got those upgrades very quickly here. Still 1-1. What is OhStanford doing? Did you just quit upgrading or what? He's been 1-1 for a very long time. So he's going to make himself back over to the Naga Tower. Nice comfy position. But at the same time, he does catch something off guard there, so we'll end up killing that off fairly easily. And going to go to work on the creep spread, it looks like here. So creep spread is going to start getting knocked off here one by one slowly. In the meantime there, his opponent, IMByuL, still knows exactly where his opponent is. So kind of has a good idea what's going on. Brings his army over there at the same time, as he doesn't want to lose anything. IMByuL has a little bit of a food advantage here. And we are going to start pushing ourselves forward here. It is Roach Hydra on Roach Hydra. Who's going to come out ahead? I don't know, but OhStanford might have the advantage. Maybe IMByuL. It is very, very close, back and forth to both these armies. This is the non-micro battle. It's just push. Oh, it looks like IMByuL's coming out ahead on this one here. He's pushing hard, really going at his opponent here. Oh, the Hydras just turned around on the move command by mistake there. Lost quite a few by mistake. Not good at all. 162, 103. This isn't looking good. He's decided this is the time. Feels like it's time to go right for the kill there. There's a Hydra coming in there. He's like, oh shit. Yep, that wasn't a good move. OhStanford got a few more Roaches over here. He says, forget that. That's enough of those shenanigans. OhStanford leaves the game here. My congrats go out to you, IMByuL. My condolences to you, OhStanford. Just remember, if it's the bottom of the can, the bottom of the keyboard, it's the top of the screen you're going to see when I open my curtains. You be good. Don't hurt nobody. Peace.